Hey everyone, Brady here, trying out a new way to update and share what God is doing in our ministry here at OSU. We have decided that this would be a really neat and cool way to do so, and look forward to doing more in the future. Last month, if you recall the newsletter from last month, I shared that we had some big news to update you all on. And I do still have that news, but before I get there, I do want to share a quick story about the ministry here and one of the men I disciple. His name is James. So he's a senior, getting ready to graduate this May, and then shortly after that, get married to his fiancee. So that's really exciting, and I've been meeting with him since early last fall, and he developed quickly, was very initiating, very teachable, very faithful to our meeting times and just doing the things that I had asked him to do and what the Lord was showing him in the scripture. So pretty early on, I started encouraging him to find someone that he could pass on some of those things to, someone that he could begin the journey of disciple making and start to catch that vision in a more holistic way, not just being poured into, but now pouring into someone else. So, so he prayed about a guy and found one. And they met a couple times. The guy seemed really excited at first. Really seemed like he wanted to help. So James and I, at the beginning of it, he was excited but a little anxious because he didn't really know where to begin, what to start with. So just share with him, hey man, just share, train him into some of the things that I've taught you, how to have a quiet time every day, how to memorize scripture, how to share your testimony with somebody, and just how God's worked in your life. Just simple things like that. How to be a good question asker to those around you. And he was like, "Okay, I got it. Yeah, I can do those things. The things that I've been taught are the things that I've been taught are easy to pass on to others, and then others can pass them on down the line. And it's really cool because they're simple tools that can really transform a life for following Jesus." So he was excited about that. But right about that time, the guy vanished, became a ghost, stopped replying to texts and calls, and wasn't showing up. Just didn't see him around. And so James was really discouraged, and I was too for him. But at the same time, just got to share with him, like, hey, man, that's part of the reality of disciple making. A lot of people, many people who believe in God are really excited about, at the front end, about discipleship and making disciples of all nations for the rest of their life. But then when they realize the cost, that God does really ask for your whole life, then that it's more than just a Sunday morning and a Wednesday night commitment and occasional Bible study or retreat, then many people are out. And I know it's harsh to say, but that's the reality of it. So I just try to encourage them, like, hey man, like, if you keep being faithful, Jesus says that if you abide in my word, you will bear much fruit. So I just encourage them, stay plugging at it, keep going. God will provide for you a guy that you can start pouring into. And lo and behold, a couple weeks later, he was just hanging out with some friends. They were watching some games on TV, and one of his friends that he worked at camp with started sharing, like, yeah, I wish my relationship with God was a little bit better. I know there's a lot I could do, but I'm unsure what to do. So the intentionality was there, the desire was there, but he just didn't really have a guide. So James, knowing that this was on his mind, he jumped on the opportunity and just simply said, like, hey man, like, I get that, and I've learned some things that have really helped me. Can we get lunch and I can share some of those things with you? And that's really cool, because that doesn't, he's not saying like, hey, let's meet up for the next year, once a week for an hour and a half, and then you'll be discipled. But he just started with one lunch, saying like, I've learned some things that have really helped me, and I think they can help you too. And that's often where a lot of discipleship begins. Just in those conversations that we have with our peers and those in our circles of influence. So that's been a couple weeks ago now. It's really encouraging. They've met a couple times, and the guy seems very excited. So keep praying for James and his man that he's meeting with and investing in now. I want to take a moment and thank all of you who partner with us, and we could not do this. We couldn't be on campus full time and giving our lives to the students here at OSU without your help. So we really do appreciate it. Words cannot express our gratitude fully. So just know that we love and appreciate and respect each one of you. Now, you want to know some big news. So we are at a point in our Navigator career where we've reached a level of training that they are ready to send us on to the next step of ministry, responsibility, leadership, whatever you want to tag it on. So without further ado, me and Megan, and we will take our children to Albuquerque, New Mexico to join a team to work with students at the University of New Mexico. So go Lobos. I'm still going to do pistols firing, so forgive me, Lobos fans out there, if I don't do the right hand signal when I move right away. So we're excited about that. That'll happen this summer. We're going to finish the semester strong here. Still got Nobleman to complete. And I want to finish well with my guys. And Megan wants to finish well with her women that she has. And then we'll sell our house and we'll pack up and move to the high altitude desert out there in Albuquerque. So we're really looking forward to it. If you have questions, if you want to know how what the process was like, or any questions about Albuquerque or what we're doing here, or what we're what's left behind after us, because there is something, man, email me, text me, call me. I'd love to share. So that is the big news. We're really excited about that. And if you're thinking now, like, wow, that was big news, is that it? Then you would be wrong. The other part of the big news is that we'll move to Albuquerque this summer, and then in August, have another baby. We are really excited to announce that Alexander Kid number 3 is on the way. So we decided that let's just do all the big stressful things at one time in a very short season. So we're gonna have a baby. We'll find out. We will tell you, boy or girl, later on. It's too early to determine that, but because I dislike surprises, we will be finding out. So I look forward to sharing that with you all. And with that, again, if you have questions or just want to give us an update on what's going on in your life, feel free to email and call and text as you desire. So with that, again, we love all of you. We're excited to be here still. It will be bittersweet to leave, but we are, with me having an adventurous spirit, I am also looking forward to the next chapter in this next adventure that God has for us. So love you all. God bless, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.